starring Tommy Rettig as Jeff Miller, Jan Clayton as his mother, Ellen, George Cleveland as Gramps, and, of course, Lassie.
Quiet, girl. Just a couple more minutes. Quiet. Go away. $7:00. Thanks, girl. I gotta meet Porky. I knew I could depend on you.
What big plans do you and Porky have this morning? You're up a little early for Saturday.
Oh, we got a million things to do.
Oh? Name two.
Oh, a million.
Well, that ought to keep you busy for an hour or two.
2 good laying hens gone and nothing left but feathers.
What do you mean, gone?
Just what I said. Some critters got in the hen house last night.
Are you sure, Gramps?
Yes, and the only varmint could get in there would be a fox. Hello, Jenny. George Miller. Say, get me Matt Brockway, will you? Hello, Matt?
Hello?
George Miller. Say, did you miss any chickens this morning?
No.
Well, they got 2 of mine. Looks like every sign of a fox.
Oh? No, none gone to my place.
You sure? Well, maybe I better call Jim Teal.
Well, I talked to Jim this morning. He didn't say anything was wrong. Better get yourself a watchdog, George.
Listen, you ain't telling me anything I don't know.
Is he going to do something about it?
You bet your life I'm going to do something about it. It seems I got the only farm in the whole countryside that hasn't got a watchdog to look after my interest.
Lassie's a good watchdog, Gramps. Aren't you, girl?
To watch what? Foxes running around here killing chickens when she should have them by the tail?
Oh, now, Dad, I don't think it's fair to put all the blame on Lassie. A fox is a pretty cunning animal, you know.
Not only that, how's Lassie supposed to know there's a fox around the middle of the night when she's asleep in my room?
That's just one of the points I want to take up with you. And until that critter's caught, she's going to sleep outside. Now, right after breakfast, you're going out and build a doghouse. That'll protect her from the damp night air, and she'll be here when she's needed.
After breakfast?
Right after breakfast.
Can't afford to lose all of our chickens, honey.
Guess I got no choice. Doghouse? No, Pokey, no. Here, girl, come here. I brought you some food and something to drink. Oh, don't look so sad. You have to stay out here and keep watch, or else we'll lose all our chickens. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Oh, Lassie, I wish you could understand. You're not being punished. It's just temporary. Besides, think of all those poor orphan dogs that don't even have a doghouse to live in. They just roam around with nobody even to feed them. And when you think of that, it doesn't seem so bad.
Supper's ready, Jeff. Hurry up and get washed, honey.
Okay, Mom.
I gotta go. I'll see you, Jeff.
So long.
Come on, Polk.
You eat this, girl. I'll see you after supper.
We just wanted to say good night to you, Lassie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't let the animals in the hen house tonight either.
Oh, don't worry about that, Gramps. If a fox comes around while Lassie's on guard, it'll be the last time for the fox, won't it, girl?
Well, let's get to bed now.
Okay.
I'm tired. Had a hard day.
There you go, Lassie. Good night, girl.
Oh, now, you're going to be all right. Oh, I don't know why I feel so guilty. I feel as though I'm turning my own child out into the cold.
Oh, nonsense.
You stay here, girl. I'll see you in the morning.
She's so confused.
Go on back to your house, girl. Go on. Good night, girl.
Never saw such a fuss over anything. That does it. I've looked all over recreation and I can't find it anyplace.
Well, if I just knew what you were talking about, I might be able to help.
I'm talking about my hat. That's what I'm talking about. I've had that hat for 20 years, and it's a perfectly good hat. I had it last night before I went to bed, and now I can't find it anywhere.
Now, that's strange. When I came down here this morning, my apron was missing. I'm positive I left it on that chair last night, but I just can't find it anywhere.
Well, what's that got to do with my perfectly good hat?
Mom, Gramps, have you seen my shirt? I can't find it.
What shirt?
Well, the shirt I took off last night.
Have you seen my hat?
What hat?
The hat I wear on my head. What other hat do you think I'm talking about?
Where is it?
Now, this might be a coincidence, but it's just inconceivable that all of us could have misplaced something at the same time.
What do you mean I misplaced my hat? If it ain't on my head, it must be around here somewhere. If I ain't lost my head.
It's the same with my shirt, Mom. You know, when I get undressed at night, it's in the same room with me.
Well, then we have a mystery on our hands because I know I left my apron on that chair last night.
I'm going to call the sheriff. There's nobody going to get away with stealing my perfectly good hat.
Dad, now don't be ridiculous. Nobody would break into a house just to make off with a boy's shirt, an apron, and a battered old hat.
What do you mean, a battered old hat?
Well, she's right, Gramps. The person would have to be crazy to steal those things.
Well, of course.
Of course what?
Well, it's just like Jeff said. A person would have to be crazy to go in and steal a few useless old clothes.
Then there must be a maniac running around loose.
I don't think so. Unless I miss my guess, we'll find your shirt, your hat, and my apron in the same place. Gentlemen, will you follow me?
Good morning, girl.
Oh, Lassie, we still love you.
Sure.
I thought you were leading me to my hat.
You are now standing at the scene of the crime.
What?
Mom, Gramps, look.
My hat.
And your apron. And my shirt.
All mashed. Look at that.
Well, how do you know where they were?
Simple dog psychology. Lassie felt lonely, so she merely made a home away from home by surrounding herself with familiar things.
She must have come in my bedroom window while we were asleep.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Making a mattress out of my perfectly good hat.
That's the phone. Is that our ring?
I'll get it.
Well, it looks as though each of us is going to have to give Lassie something to make her new home seem like the real thing. Oh, no.
Oh, Lassie, you don't have to hide in there. We're not mad. Oh, you won't have to sleep in there forever, girl. Now let's go in the kitchen and have some breakfast. Come on.
I don't think she'll ever get over it.
Oh, come on, girl. Come on. That's a girl. Come on, girl.
That was Matt. He missed 2 chickens this morning, and it looks like the work of a fox.
Any of ours gone this morning?
No, check first thing.
Well, that means Lassie scared him away last night.
Well, that's the way I figured. So did Matt. You see, the fox probably found that Lassie was here, then he changed his mind and went over to the Brockway place and raided that.
Oh, good girl, Lassie. Now do you understand why you couldn't sleep inside last night?
Yeah, and that's why she's got to understand she's got to keep on sleeping out here, too.
You mean forever?
I mean, until we get that fox. Matt's out gunning for him now, and you can bet your life we haven't seen the last of it.
Well, I can't feed you standing here. You better come on in.
Do you really think he'll be back, Gramps?
You can bet your shirt he will. Once them critters get a taste of chicken, they'll be back to get more. You can bank on that.
Looks like you're gonna have to catch that fox before he can sleep in my room again, girl.
Time for bed, Jeff.
I know. Good night, Gramps. Good night.
Good night, darling.
I just can't get used to Lassie not being around. Well, I guess I'd better go to bed.
Yes, I guess you better. Good night.
Good night.
I know what he means. Frankly, I can't get used to not having Lassie around either.
Lassie, come on out of there. Now, I know you're under there, so come on out. All right, out you go. Oh, Lassie, you've got a job to do. You might as well get used to it. Go on. She'll probably hate me.
Well, I guess it's all over.
Lassie, Lassie, are you all right?
She's not hurt bad.
Take her in the house and tend her. I'll get rid of this.
Okay, come on, girl. Come on. She seems all right.
Still just a little bit nervous, that's all.
I guess we all better go back to bed now, and I'll call Matt first thing in the morning and tell him he don't have to worry about that chicken thief anymore.
Lassie won't have to sleep in the doghouse anymore. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Good night, Mom. Gramps.
Good night. I've had enough excitement to last me for a long time.
Well, I guess now maybe things will get back to normal.
Come on, let's go to bed.
I told you could lie down. Now go on. Boy, I'm sure gonna hate to get up for school in the morning. Good night, girl.
Well, good morning, Porky. Lassie, what are you doing here?
She was on the doghouse when me and Pokey came.
She was?
Yeah. And Pop told me that she caught the fox last night. Where's Jeff?
He should be eating his breakfast right now. Oh, my goodness.
You better hurry or we'll be late for school.
Oh, Jeff. Jeff, honey, do you realize you're late? Now, get up this minute. Come on. Come on.
What time is it?
Porky's already here. You'll never be in time for school.
Why didn't you wake me up?
Because she didn't stay in here last night. She went back to her doghouse.
She did.
Oh, good morning, Porky.
Good morning, Mr. Miller. You caught the fox, didn't you?
It sure did. Looks like we almost caught another one, too.
Porky, you better go on without Jeff. He's going to be late.
Late? You tell him I'll see him there, because, boy, I'll bet he has to stay after school. Well, so long. Come on, Paul.
Goodbye, Porky.
Well, how come?
Lassie, she went back to her doghouse last night.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. And you know how Jeff depends upon her waking him every morning.
Well, Jeff will have to convince her that she's needed back in his room, that's all.
Imagine having to stay after school just for being late.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, it isn't going to happen anymore. Lassie's just going to have to learn to wake me up in the mornings.
How about some milk and some homemade chocolate cake?
Hey, come on, Jeff.
Okay. Come on, girl. Oh, poor Lassie. She just doesn't think she's part of the family anymore. I said, come on. Now, come on, Lassie.
Come on, Paul.
What are you boys so busy doing out there?
I'm boarding up the entrance to the doghouse. I was going to burn it, but Gramps won't let me. He says it's a waste of lumber.
Well, I don't think boarding it up is a solution.
It'll keep her from going back in there all the time.
Well, that's true. But I think the major problem is that she doesn't feel that you really want her back in your room again.
Well, how can I explain it to her?
Well, you can't, not in words. You'll just have to prove it. When she's convinced of her proper place, well, then she's going to feel accepted once again.
Well, I don't know how you do that, but is that more cake, please?
Well, if I can't explain it to her, well, how can I show her?
Well, what Lassie lacks in intellectual knowledge, she makes up for in instinct. I might have a plan that will work. We'll try it tonight and see,
Do you really think it'll work, Mom?
Well, at least it's worth the experiment. Now, you settle down and get some sleep.
I sure hope it works.
Good night, darling.
Good night. Go away, let me sleep. Did you hear me? Lassie! When you heard that alarm go off, you just couldn't forget that I depended on you, could you?